This is Fox 13's Good Day Utah. This is Fox 13's Good Day Utah.
Brykent. Hello. You are an amazing, amazing drummer. If people are just joining us, you started out about 12, went professional at 13. Brian's going to show some of the amazing people you played with, but tell me a little bit about your career.
Well, it's been an interesting career. I ended up playing on the road a lot, which you usually have to do as a musician, and so by the time I was about 18, instead of going on the road, I decided to go to college. So I went to the #1 school of music in the country, which
Berkeley?
is North Texas Jazz.
My bad.
Berkeley's a good school. But North Texas is known for and renowned for its jazz bands, and that's where I ended up going to back in '70. And then from there we got picked up by Barbra Streisand. Generally the musicians from North Texas are picked up by the big celebrities. That's where they go to get a lot of their musicians.
Wow.
That's when I started with her back in '71.
And who has been, since you played with everyone under the sun, from Frank Sinatra, you played with Elvis, you played with Babs, of course, who has been the nicest? Who treated you the best?
Yeah, Gabe Kaplan would probably be one of the nicest people.
From Welcome Back Kotter, Gabe Kaplan?
Welcome Back Kotter,
wow.
Exactly. The country western people are the most down-home, sweet people. Loretta Lynn's always been a sweetheart.
How about that Conway Twitty?
Conway Twitty, a very sincere man. He was great. Gladys Knight's a wonderful person.
Big ups to the Pips.
Frank Gorshin, the original Batman, what is he, the Riddler?
Oh.
Very good man. Very sincere man.
What did he do? How did he perform?
He's a comedian.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, Frank Gorshin's still around. In fact, I think he's doing the Love Boat series right now on the cruises.
Brian knows this. Drummers are just different people, and when you find another one in life, it's very nice, isn't it?
And apparently friends with Popeye. What was that? What was that look? Very interesting.
That's one of those looks that we were talking about earlier.
Yes, yeah.
Still to come after the break, more with Allie and master drummer Brykent.
You're going to play is this called a kit or a set? What would this be called?
These are called electric pads. And what they basically do is they can sound like all kinds of different drums. All we do is hit these fiber heads, and they all go through the main brain over here, and all we do, they sound like regular drums, and these rubber pads sound like cymbals, and then you just push a button and you got a whole new sound. So this particular sound is a drum set that would sound like a birch set made of birch wood. Push a button and I've got a sound that sounds like rosewood.
Now, what would you use something like this for? Would you use this in concert? Would you use this in a band?
Some drummers have tried using them to replace what we call the acoustic drums, but they'll never replace the acoustic drums. They're for wonderful sound effects, percussion effects, especially.
Oh, that's called Bend Me. What does that sound like? Let's hear this. Oh, okay. Very different from what I thought it would sound like.
We're going to go back out to Fox 13's Allie McKay hanging out with Brykent, drummer extraordinaire.
Okay, now you are going to play some stuff here. Explain to me, these are congas?
These are pronounced kungas, and your smallest kunga is pronounced nino, which represents the high soprano. Your next kunga is called a quinto, which represents your high tenor. And then you've got the basic kunga, which is your little bit lower alto, your tenor alto. And then you've got your tumba, which represents your lower, your bass.
And those are the Nina and the Pinta? Play something for me and I will play my maracas.
You got it.
Okay. gracious. What exactly went on here? That was my favorite part. Where you did that. Good.
Hey, Allie.
Holy!
It sounds like, remember like those 60s television shows where they're chasing the bad guy? Have him do it again.
Ooh, good call. Are you going to run? Are you going to do the run? Excellent.
That's exactly
That's
what
exactly.
Hawaii 5-0 used constantly.
Yes. And Fox 13's Alan McKay is live, marching to the beat of drummer Brykent.
This man is talented.
He is.
Not just from, you know, this array of people he's played with over his life. Brian, if you just want to pan around, just amazing people. Elvis, Barbra Streisand, Aretha Franklin, all sorts of comedians. He's been everywhere. Ricky Nelson, how hot was he? Can we just check out Ricky? What a babe. What are you going to do here? You're going to do something that Mark was telling me about that only a few people in the world can do.
Once you develop a certain amount of what they call chops in drumming, which is like a trumpet player and his lips, there's one-handed rolls that are very difficult to play, and this one I've worked on for quite a few years, and there's a handful of us on earth that can do this one-handed roll. Let's see if we can do it.
Wow. So you're telling me if Fonzie was jumping over the shark, you would only need one hand to do that drum roll?
For that particular stunt, yes.